Hello everyone, I'm Brian. Today I'll be reacting to the reasons why you're struggling to meditate. So this is from Sadhguru. Anyways, let's go get started.
The reason why spirituality seems to be complex, it is not. It's very simple. Why it seems to be complex is only because of this factor. The more you try, the more you're getting established. But if you don't try, there is no way. If that comes to you, you will see your meditation will graduate into different dimensions.
I mean, he ain't wrong. It's kind of like what I guess the gurus and Swamis channel has been talking about, how we've been so indoctrinated into this world where, in many different ways actually, like how people in social media are kind of like putting out videos out there for the likes, Instagrams and Twitters and whatnot. The more likes, the more of a high they get, and they get so into it where they need that becomes reality to them, where nothing else generally matters. But that also goes along the lines of Brahman and your true self, where you think your true self is this body or the mind. And for me, a particular part of the mind, but not completely the mind, or the brain, should I say? Or yeah. Anyways, as for now, like I'm open to both sides in terms of pure consciousness, and also you're in a particular part of the brain. So, but it is true that you're so ingrained into this, and the more and more you try, the more and more you believe in it, the more difficult it is to separate yourself from the things that you've identified with.
Shunya means vermin, emptiness. One thing that you don't want in your life is, you don't want emptiness. Why all the trouble that you're taking on in your life in terms of education, family, profession, money, problems, everything is, somehow you want to ensure that your life is not empty. That's all you're trying to do. At any cost you want to see that your life is not empty. You don't mind trouble, but you don't want it to be empty. All the pain people are inviting in their lives just to avoid emptiness. Because emptiness is the ultimate poison. Ultimate poison it is. You don't want your life to be empty. But consciously if you become empty, that is the nectar of life. That is life. Shunya meditation.
And I think it's, again, something along the lines of what happened kind of recently, where people see, in my opinion, I think people see emptiness as loneliness, and not genuine emptiness, as in the lack of emotion. I think that's the thing. Emptiness is no thoughts, no jnana, no bhakti, no jnana, no karma, no raja, but pure uncontrolled bhakti, meaning emotion-wise, by the way. So bhakti is devotion, but in terms of emotion. So people in that loneliness emotion, because they can control it, it just gets, it's what they fear. They want to feel fulfilled, to have something like Sadhguru was talking about, but they don't know how to. I guess this is something also I've heard, is people don't know how to live with themselves, meaning that they've never been truly alone with themselves to see what they are like. Most people have always been around other people, been able to interact, and that's where you get that fulfillment idea, what Sadhguru was talking about. But no one has been alone with themselves. There are a few people who have and don't like it because they feel alone, but they don't know how to handle their own thoughts, their own emotions, their own body, karma, and bhakti. Mostly bhakti really is the emotions is what really gets to you, where you start seeking, desiring interaction to fulfill again, in my opinion. Let me know if you care to share your opinion on that.
Shunya means leaving yourself out. If you master the art of leaving yourself out of your own life, 15 minutes shunya itself can lead to enlightenment. But such human beings are rare who are willing to leave themselves out. Such things come only when one has a deep sense of surrender in them, without resisting them towards surrender. It's not impossible, but rare. It's very much a possibility for anybody. But when people are using meditation as a trick to live better, the question of leaving yourself out doesn't arise, isn't it? It's about you. The very reason why you're meditating is your well-being. That itself is defeating. But if I tell people, just meditate, it did not bring any well-being, most people will never meditate. So we are talking about well-being, the benefits that one will derive, which is very self-defeating.
I mean, he isn't wrong. A lot of people will… I guess there's the idea that when you do something, you want something in return. And yeah, I mean, why would you do in a lot, I guess in the Western world, or in probably majority of the world, there's an expectation of a reward for doing something. So yeah, he ain't wrong about that.
See, the reason why spirituality seems to be complex, it is not. It's very simple. Why it seems to be complex is only because of this factor, because it's a process of self-annihilation. Only somebody who is willing to dissolve himself. How can anybody dissolve himself? If I say, I'm going to dissolve myself, you get more established than anybody else. You understand what I'm saying? The more you try, the more you're getting established. But if you don't try, there is no way. Just getting that tact or knack of just making effort but not bothering about what's happening. So where the whole crux of meditation is, if you just understand whatever happens, it's just fine with you, then slowly you are staying out of it. You can't stay out of the effort, but you can stay out of the fruit that it produces, isn't it? If you take away this, nothing need to happen to you, no benefit. Even if it tortures you, every day you will sit. If that comes to you, you will see your meditation will graduate into different dimensions.
What he just said there about you can't remove yourself from effort, but you can remove yourself from the benefits of it. It reminds me again of my college days when the very first time I ever hearing Eastern philosophy was, which is Buddhism, and the things that the few things that I remember from that class is the teachings of essentially give it everything you've got, give maximum effort to whatever you're doing, but expect nothing from the results, which is basically what is echoing here. And that's something that stuck with me, and that has really helped a lot with the I guess the emotion side, the fact that you invested so much physically and you become emotionally involved, and then when it doesn't come to fruition, it doesn't become successful, you are saddened by it. But if you can remove yourself or to expect nothing from it, it will lessen the pain, or if you are able to successfully completely remove the pain, the attachment to it.
But people are always meditating, calculating, am I getting enough or not? That itself is a limitation. But you cannot inspire people without offering them benefits. Nobody would meditate if you tell them, you won't get anything, just meditate. So that's where meditations have become limited.
I wonder if he would say that, oh man, that's a minute left. I wonder if he would say that, you know, if you meditate you will gain nothing. As in literally, not there's no benefit, but there is a gain of nothing. As in you will become nothing, not dissolution, but a dissolvedness of yourself into nothingness. Let's see what this minute left. Huh.
Shunya means a non-physical dimension, or that which is limitless.
It's the most precious thing. But it takes a certain amount of subtleness to even grasp it.
If you simply go by the instruction and sit there, physiologically changes are happening. It is a clear step forward.
It doesn't matter what you do, what type of practice you do, there is really no substitute for shunya. 15 minutes shunya itself can lead to enlightenment.
In your normal perception, it is absolute poison. But you drink it and see, this is the ultimate nectar.
If you become empty, it contains everything.
Okay. Interesting. So now, help me understand this. There's another person that I can't remember what the request was. It was for a particular type of yoga. So there's the 4 main yogas that I know about. I don't know if they're the main yogas or not. And I think I've asked this in another video, but I don't know if that's being blocked currently. There's Karma, Bhakti, Jnana, and Raja. But then there are other yogas out there. So out of those 4, are they like children of these yogas, or are they in line with this yoga? Meaning a 5th yoga, 6th yoga, 7th yoga, dealing with different, I suppose, dimensions of our, I guess, our aspects of karma, the aspects of jnana, the aspects of bhakti, and the aspects of raja. And I don't know what else there could be. Or are they, again, like I said, the children of these things, where different forms of meditation, different forms of raja, which would be like Sonya, I hope I said it right, or different forms of like children's of karma yoga, children's of bhakti yoga, different ways of devotions. Like I suppose as bhakti being a general devotion, where you can go specialize in very specific devotions like temple worship, or perhaps well, I don't know what else, honestly, because that's very temple worship in terms of bhakti is pretty regular in terms of just religion itself. Then karma yoga, I'm guessing, like doing charitable works, as opposed to doing everything perhaps for the Lord, even everyday walking, cooking, showering, cleaning, and whatnot. But perhaps you perform a very specific form of karma, which would be like charitable work and yeah, whatever. Let me know, like, what are these other yogas? And I can't remember the other one that was requested in the video. I do have it, but I can't remember what the title of is, if it is anyway, but it will be done after this last part, which is supposed to be Raja Yoga. Anyways, that's the end of this video. If you like my content, please consider subscribing, thumbs up, thumbs down down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next vid.